What's happening, YouTube? I appreciate you checking out this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I catch a quick limit of nice eating summer blue cats rather quickly. Y'all stick around. Bait fish love to hang around these concrete bridge columns, and it doesn't take much effort to net a bunch to use as bait. The combination of a little current and these concrete structures will produce an excellent bite.
Go! Don't let him off.
All I'm doing here is just dropping that bait all the way down to the bottom and then reeling it up about 4 or 5 times and then wait for it to bite. Now what I'll do is I will unlock the reel and just hold a little thumb pressure on the line so if one hits it they can pull it out a little bit. I grew up catfishing, but I haven't done much of it in the last couple of decades, and I'd like to do more of it. I know nearly all of my videos are crappie related, but I'd like to add a little different content to my channel, but my main focus will still be on crappie throughout the year. Y'all leave me a comment and let me know what you think about that.
Good blue cat. It is a good one. He barely hooked right there on the side of that lip. Got lucky on him. It's probably a 3 pound or so. Oh, get out there. Folks, that one came off a 2 shad on the hook, so I'm gonna put 2 back on there again. These shad done kind of died on me. I got a circle hook on here that I'm using, not a very big one. I planned on catching some cut bait, but you know, if I'm gonna catch them that size right there, then I probably don't need no cut bait. What can I use that for? No way a catfish is gonna turn that down right there. He's on it. It don't feel like as big as the last one, but it's a good one. Man, he had that hook down in there pretty good. There we go. That is another good blue cat.
I ran out of bait and I had to net me up some more shad pretty quick, but it wasn't too hard to do.
There we go. Because all I'm using today is my crappie rig. I've got this main line 15-pound test. I've got this slip sinker up above a swivel, and I've got a leader on here. But I've tied, the only thing different is I tied on a circle hook, probably size 2 or 3 or so, I don't really know exactly. And I don't have any weights on right there. And that's 8-pound test, obvious gold, Mr. Crappie. Guys, it has been one of the hottest weeks, I guess, this year. I guess it's kind of like that everywhere. But this bridge does have a little bit of shade. Spot lock don't work too good around these bridge columns, so I'm just manually hoofing it here with the remote control. Here he goes. I don't think he's on there. He is on there. Don't feel like no real big one. I bet he's a good eater though. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, shoot. That is a good one. Just kind of confused me there a little bit. He grew a little bit when he come up out of the water. Another good 2 pound, 2.5 pound. I don't know if he's still on there or not. He's still on there. Say he's gonna be a decent one. Oh yeah. see him down in there. Man, he gets hung up every time, wrapped up around that line. Awesome. One right there. Got him. Feel like a better one. Oh yeah. Feel like a much better one. He ladder meaner. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a 5-pounder right there. Oh yeah, that's the biggest one so far. About that. I believe he may still be on it. Let's see. Yep, I believe he's on it. Here we go. That is another good eater. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Finally realized he was on there. It's gonna be another good one. Oh man, he come right off. Golly, dadgummit. Well, he's got a hook in him. Couldn't get that hook out, so that's another good one. I guess I better count real quick, make sure I don't go over my limit. Sure is a lot of hustle and bustle going on up there. I ain't part of it today. Oh, I think I got him on there still. Oh yeah, he's on there. And that's a good hit. He feels pretty strong. Oh yeah. I hope it don't come off. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Pulling out a little drag. Oh. Got him. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can manage to get this one up here this time. Please don't come off. Oh yeah. Another good blue. Hang it. There we go. Someone. Another good one. Pull him up. Got him. I hope. I don't think he's real big. And there is number 10. This is the limit of blue cats. And I'll see if I can get out here in the middle and spot lock so I can clean everything up in the shade. All right. Almost came off of there, but that's another good one right there. I don't know why they do this. Must be because they're so deep down in there and coming up too fast, being reeled in. So probably a good idea to just keep all your catfish, you know, if they're deep like that. And there we go with a good limit of catfish.
So 100 degrees is just way too hot to be cleaning fish. So this is the next morning, 7 o'clock. The sun is coming up right over there. I've got enough daylight to do it. I'm gonna do it when it's nice and cool. I got my fish packed on ice, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do a couple of the bigger ones, and I'll show you how to do the smaller ones. I got an electric fillet knife and some catfish skinners. I like to start just at the rib cage because the meat above that is yellow and tough. I don't like it, and there's not much of it anyway. So mainly just the tail section. I'm stopping just before I get to the tail and then flip it over, and I'm gonna get ready to cut the meat off the skin. So if you let your knife ride slightly high, about 1/16 of an inch here, you won't have to deal with that red meat, which is why most people don't like it. So now I'm just gonna cut that little bit of rib cage off right there, and then I'll do the other side the same way, and that's gonna be it for the big one. This thing was full of snails. Another catfish was full of these tiny mussels. On these smaller catfish, this is how I fillet them. These don't have much red meat, and that's why people say they're better tasting. I'll use the electric knife and cut a slit across the skin, then use the skinners to pull the skin off. I'll then use the electric knife to cut the fillet right off the backbone. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Cut that little bit of rib off. That little bit of inner skin right there doesn't hurt the taste of it, and actually adds a little bit to the flavor of the fish. So on cleaning these to cook whole there, I'm going to use that electric fillet knife to score that skin just like I would do if I was filleting it, and pull that skin off with those catfish skinners. Then I'm going to use my knife, and I'm going to come right underneath that dorsal fin and then go down and cut the head off. Then I'm going to cut the tail off. Then using the catfish skinners, I'm going to pull that anal fin out of the body there, and it's going to pull all those little bones out. And I'm going to use my fingers and pull all those entrails out of the gut cavity. Now these smaller ones are okay to do that. They don't have any red meat on them, and you get about an extra bite of meat off of them. So all right, I'm just going to show y'all a different way to do this. Not really much of a different way, just kind of a twist on this. I just got a few pieces to pull it out just for demonstration purposes. I've got it set up on some paper towels, so I'm just going to double that over and just try to damp all of that water out of there that I can get out of there. I got some all-purpose flour. I'm going to coat that. Shake off the excess. I got a dry hand. I got a wet hand. I'm gonna make sure that's completely wet. And I got a little bit of panko breadcrumbs right here. And I'm gonna put that in there. Coat that up real good. So for panko breadcrumbs, I only want 340 degrees, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna just drop them in there. gonna keep stirring them around a little bit so they'll brown evenly, and I'm just gonna go until they're golden brown, and I'm gonna flip them over. This is just some vegetable oil that I'd restrained from last night. You definitely don't want to overcook your fish, so these are ready. I'm gonna pull them out and set them right on that wire rack so that grease can drain off. I don't like to set them on top of other fish with the grease to drain down and into the fish that you already got cooked. So I like that right there. Here's what I like to season them up with, just some Tony's Original Creole seasoning. As soon as they come out of the grease, just sprinkle a little bit of that on there. If you put too much, it can get pretty hot on you. Flip them over. And get some on the other side. Now for a taste test. One second. Very, very crunchy. There's no fishy taste. The seasoning of that Tony's. You know, I love the outdoors. I love fishing. I love hunting. But that's not the only reason I love to go fishing. I love to eat these things. They're delicious. You can do your crappie, anything the same way with these panko breadcrumbs. Before y'all send me any death threats, you know, over the cornmeal issue, I grew up eating cornmeal and I like it, but once I had these panko breadcrumbs, it's the best. So give us a try first before you send me any death threats. It just don't get no better now. Actions speak louder than words.